Cheers, everybody. Here we go. We're live on YouTube, live on Instagram, filming for the vlog. How we doing on a Tuesday afternoon? If you missed the live stream, upper right-hand corner, I don't know, but I bet it's going to be fire. Okay, let us know where you're watching from around the world. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Okay, here we go. Global. Let's get the hashtag going, or getting the emoji going. There it is. Where are you watching from around the world? Okay, who's going to be first on the screen? Sounds nice, says BC. You know what, Pat? You're first on the screen. Thank you for the update, Pat. Thanks for tuning in early. You were hanging out early. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, Matt is here. Thank you, Matt. He says throw a pot of coffee on and butter that bread. It's DGR chat time. Welcome, Matt, to the live stream. Okay, here we go. Let me just make sure we're breathing good. Okay, Pat again. Greg is here. Zach is here from Wales. Ian is jumping in from Instagram. Yes, if you haven't followed me along on Instagram, make sure you give it a follow. And we are, believe it or not, gonna talk about an edible running shoe today. It's not a joke, okay? It's kind of exciting. I'll talk about that here in 1 minute. And of course, how was your run? All right. Oh my goodness. And Discord, shout out to Discord. Get your questions going over on Discord in the live chat channel. I believe, no, what is it called? Hold on. Live stream channel over on Discord. Sound good? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. It's already going down. Love is law. I see you on the live stream. That's amazing. I wish I was looks like a comfy hot tub. Okay, here we go. Onward and upward. Okay, let's get some more names on the screen. Sebastian's watching from Germany, is in the basement. Thanks for tuning in. I got to move my chair just a little bit. We're still getting situated. Instagram, we're still live with you. We're still live over here on the vlog. Okay, actually, I'm going to stop that for 1 second. Oh, yeah. Shout out to New York. I got my Statue of Liberty sweatshirt on. Just getting in that New York state of mind for the New York City Marathon. You better believe it. Okay. Yes, so how was your run today? Let's see. Okay, the vegan runner, let's go. Great vlog today. Very good. I actually have an update on today's vlog here in 1 minute. Tennessee is in the house. San Bernardino, California is here. David is buttering some bread and or some beard. Should we do it? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, you brought it up. I didn't bring it up, David. You brought it up, David. We'll go with the beard for a minute. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm very close to shaving, just so you know. This is about as thick as it gets, so I don't know if I can go much longer, but we're giving it a go. Oh, my goodness. Jeanette throwing down as always. Look at all those doorknobs. I love the doorknobs, okay. Ben is here with a 6x800 meter this morning to kick off the taper. Was nice. That sounds excellent, Ben. Good job. That's a solid workout, really. Yellow, Orange County, California. Sam is here. Onward and upward. Salt Lake City here. We have a good time. BC, I think this is your first live stream, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome. I thought I saw you mention that earlier. Dominic, tuning in. I want to get you on the screen, Dominic, because you're watching from a country I was just in. Ooh, Steve is here. Atreyu Butter. What's up, Steve? Okay, I thought, anyway, Dominic was watching from Switzerland. Dominic, comment again, letting us know you're watching from Switzerland. I was just there. I love Swiss. There he is. Hello, Dominic. I found you. Okay. Oh, there we go. Grow the Beard says Javier. Javier's a member of the channel. Let's get him a shout out. Thank you, Javier. I do appreciate it, Javier. Okay, so we're going to talk about some training today. All right, so start thinking about some questions. Ryan says, don't do it. Seth, save it for New York City. I know. You know what I always do, though? You guys know my tip of the day is that, and I haven't forgotten about you, Instagram. Thanks for tuning in over there. Is that I always cut my hair and definitely would shave before like a peak race. So who knows? Maybe I'll keep the beard going all the way up until the eve of New York City. Maybe that's what I'll do Ryan. Okay, so we're going to talk about some training. I am going to break down some Pikes Peak Marathon training block that happened. Okay. Oh, yeah, and thanks for hitting that like button. All right, I do appreciate you letting the rest of DGR know that we are live. But I also want to answer your questions about training. I'll do my best. Keep in mind, I don't know your full background with respect to, your volume, your injury history, is the volume of training that you usually train at. But I'll do my best to answer any questions you have. And then we'll talk about this edible running shoe. Sound good? Okay, and we'll probably keep the live stream a little more concise today, just because. I got to edit the vlog at the end of the day. Okay, hello from South Louisiana. Hello, Mandy. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, let's go over to Discord. There we go. Okay, Steve, now I get it. The Atreyu butter. I get it. That is funny. Not quite, but you're on the right track. Okay, Tulio is watching the live stream and eating a bobo bar over on Discord. I love it. Duncan is in the right state of mind. Love is law. Okay, here we go. Tulio, you know what? We'll just kick it off with this, and then we'll jump into a little breakdown of the Pikes Peak Marathon, and then I want to show you this. What I'm about to. I want to show you what's going down here. MB the Runner over on Instagram. New York is November 7th. Okay, November 7th. And do you live in the New York area? Maybe we could meet up. Okay, here we go. Tulio asks on Discord, I'm currently in a 12-week block for a sub 120 half marathon peak race on October 24th. I was offered a slot for New York City on November 7th, 2 weeks later. Is it feasible/good idea to extend my half marathon block to a 14-week block, carry my half marathon peak race fitness to the marathon distance, and try to BQ sub 3? Peak volume 80 miles, average about 70 miles, long runs at 18 to 20 miles. Tulio. This is exciting, sir. And Tulio is a new member of the channel. Thanks for becoming a member, Tulio. I'd say this is almost a perfect situation. Here's my thought, though, Tulio. October 24th is 2 weeks, you said, before the New York City Marathon. Let me just think. Yeah, it would be 2 weeks before. In that scenario, I would still run the half marathon. But, Tulio, I don't think I personally would not go all out in that half marathon. And I know you want to go sub 120, and it's your peak race, but that's tough. I mean, if you really want to break 3 hours, and keep in mind, Tulio, the New York City Marathon it's not a totally flat course, because you go over the bridges. So I'm a little on the fence about you. I would hate to, but it's almost perfect. Like if your peak race was 1 week before, I would say, go let it rip. But 2 weeks before, your legs might feel it a little bit on race day in New York City, where you might not be totally fresh. It's a tough one, but I gotta say, if you really want that Boston qualifier, use the half marathon as a nice, I would say like 90% effort on race day, maybe 95 at the most. But just to save the legs a little bit, it's really not a bad situation, Tulio, that you are in. Tulio, thanks for tuning in live. Okay, let me get this beard off the screen. I'm enough looking at that. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just jump back in over onto YouTube, and then we'll jump back to Discord. Okay, Jeanette is here. Go Kaibo is here. 150 people watching. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, on a Tuesday. Okay, C. Chad Run is here. Sam Bunn is here. Anna Hollis is a member. Thank you for being here, Anna Hollis. Sorry if I'm not saying. Okay, let's get your name on the screen. Let's go, says Carl. There's Anna Hollis. Thanks for being a member of the channel. I do appreciate it. That's right, Chad. We're not messing around. Okay, Christopher, what is occurring right now? We are talking about training, and then we're going to talk about an edible running shoe. I'm stretching that a little bit, but just bear with me there. Okay, here we go. John, you're amazing. Is it already out? Yep, John's a super chat superstar. Okay, John says, would your training differ much from Pikes to the 40K Mountain World Championships? Excited to meet and run with you 11-5 in Central Park. Very cool. Bring in some friends. Boom. John, it's going to be epic. John, the biggest difference is the altitude. So it's in Thailand. So it's a very low elevation. So that'll be different, which means, John, basically more speed because you're at lower altitude. But the vertical gain, I actually don't know the exact stats on the vertical gain. But yeah, so it will be a little different. John, thank you for the super chat as always. And speaking of Pikes Peak, you just reminded me. Here we go. John, you're coming through in the clutch. What was today's vlog all about? Does everybody remember? And hello, I haven't forgotten about you over there. If you're on Instagram, hop over to YouTube. Today's vlog, I announced my 2022 racing schedule. But guess what? I hit schedule on last night for the vlog, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up this morning with an email in my inbox from the Pikes Peak Marathon. Some of you probably received it because you're on their email list. Guess what? They're considering, so remember what I said, my peak races for 2022 are the World Mountain Running Championships, Zegama in Spain, the Pikes Peak Marathon, and then CIM, the California International Marathon. Crazy, right? They just announced last night that the Pikes Peak Marathon, they don't know yet, they might bump it to late September rather than late August. I cannot tell you how much that changes things for me in 2022. It just throws a wrench in a lot of things. So we'll see what their final decision is, but thank you, John, for the reminder. Okay, here we go. Jumping back into Discord real quick. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay. Love is law. Here we go. Interval/speed work sessions during taper of the back of 16-week marathon buildup, peaking at 65 miles per week. What would you recommend, if anything? Interval/speed work session during taper of the back of a 16-week marathon. Yes, I would recommend intervals and speed work, and hopefully you've been integrating that into your training block. I would even say from like week earlier in the training block. For me, I usually start about halfway through, so hopefully you're not just beginning the interval and speed work sessions right now. But yeah, no, I would. Now, okay, taper, I don't know what you mean by taper as far as when you're starting your taper. I would not do any major speed work definitely not the last week, and really not even like the last 12 days. Usually I really start to freshen up like 10 to 12 days out from a marathon. Okay, I'll still do some turnover work, but not like a hard speed or interval session 10 to 12 days before a peak race, for that matter, whether it's half marathon or marathon. Okay, just trying to get to as many as possible. I know there's a lot of questions coming in, and I do want to... Okay, you might just have to watch tomorrow's vlog. What I'm going to do in tomorrow's vlog is break down the entire Pikes Peak Marathon training block, okay? Analyze it, because we haven't done that yet. How did I end up running almost 3 minutes faster for the Pikes Peak Ascent in the marathon race? How did I do it? What did I do differently from 2020 to 2021? That's exciting. For me as a runner, I'm older, not getting any younger, and I managed almost a 3-minute PR, at least for the uphill section of the Pikes Peak Marathon. So that's what tomorrow's vlog is about. And rather than, because there's a lot of questions coming in, you guys are very passionate right now. Rather than, I think I might pivot, because I want to get to this shoe here in a second, and I think we better do that because I need to be a little more precise with our time today here live on YouTube. Oh my goodness, almost 200 people tuning in on a Tuesday. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where to even begin? I think we'll go Wire Forest Runner, who is a member of the channel. Thank you, Wire. What would differ for you between training for a 50K versus a marathon if both on trail with around 2,000 meters of elevation? I would dial in my nutrition a little bit more because I have noticed, Wire Forest Runner, that like the Pikes Peak Marathon 3 weeks ago, I ate 2 gels. But at the end of the race, I knew that I was starting to feel a little, like right at the end, I was like, okay, I'm ready for a little more nutrition. So I would dial in my nutrition a little bit more precise for a 50K versus a marathon. I might consider different footwear, just so you know. They're not that different, but there is a... Oh... I would probably mix in 1 or 2 long runs that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. For me, and I'm not recommending this for you because I don't know your background, but for me, instead of doing a 23-mile long run, I would probably mix in like a 25-mile long run. Maybe 25 and a half or 20, probably not 26, between 25 and 26-mile long run once or twice in the training block. All right? All right? There you go. Hopefully I gave you some good answers there, Wire Forest Runner. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Here we go. Ashton is always tuning in. Thank you, Ashton. Here we go. Seth, how much should we mix in mountain training / vert when training for OTQ in the marathon? Like, where is the balance between speed work and hill work? Whew. I mean, I'm a big fan, Ashton and everybody else, of like everybody's always talking about my heart rate over on Strava. And it's only because I'm spending a lot of time up in the mountains at high altitude. Also, though, Ashton, I'm 36 years old, and I'm feeling like the strongest I've ever felt, just so you know. And I do believe it's actually going to pay off this go-round for the New York City Marathon. But I'll also say, Ashton, this training block for the New York City Marathon and everybody else listening, it's not an ideal training block. It's only 10 weeks, not ideal, which is why next year I'd like to do CIM. However, now that Pikes Peak might be in late September, maybe, that throws a lot of things up in the air for me. So you're going to see a very, very, very dramatic shift in the New York City Marathon training block here in about 3 weeks, okay? Where I'm going to go from that mountain craziness to really crazy speed and turnover work here in Denver. So anyway, Ashton, it's a balance I'm still trying to strike. I will say that much. But you're going to see a very interesting shift. And what I said in the vlogs the last couple of days is I'm testing and I'm just doing this. I'm the mad scientist. That's why I like being my own coach, is because I can test all these different types of training methodologies before taking athletes under my own wing, because I don't want to be a coach someday without having put myself through some of these different training methodologies, if that makes sense. Okay, Ashton, thank you. I'm so sorry. Trying to get to as many as possible. Dermot, here we go. Seth, after a road marathon, Amsterdam, New York versus Pikes Peak, which fatigues you more and why? Amsterdam was by far the hardest. No doubt. Now, I will say, Dermot, this is why I'm very excited for the New York City Marathon. I feel so strong right now. So strong. Like, I'm actually excited for the bridges in New York City. I think there's about 700 feet of vertical gain. Could somebody look that up for me, actually? How much vertical gain is there in the New York City Marathon? I think it's like 700 because of the bridges. I feel so strong. But I tell you what, Dermot, is that Amsterdam, I had so much lactic acid building up in my legs. Like, you wouldn't even believe how painful that was. Like, go watch the vlog if you haven't seen the Amsterdam Marathon vlog, everybody. From 2 years ago, go watch it. Like, I am walking around like I'm 90 years old. Shout out to the 90-year-olds. If you're watching and you're 90 years old, wave your hand in the live stream chat. Okay, moving on. Okay, we see Brazil here. Let's just get some people here. Uh-oh, you guys can't hear me? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? I think some people are saying volume, please. Is it too loud? Is that why? Am I too loud? Am I getting too excited? Let's see. Okay, 700 feet is a bump. That is correct, Pat. 800 feet roughly. Marcelo says 260 meters vertical gain. 853 vertical feet, says BC. So yeah, right around that. Okay, hopefully, I think you guys can hear me, it sounds like. There we go. Okay, Marcelo, let's get you on the screen. Jack says 850 feet. And for those of you, okay, perfect. For those of you that are new to the New York City Marathon, you knock out, I think, like 200 feet in the first mile and a half or 2 miles going over the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, which is kind of nice because your legs are fresh. So you knock out a good chunk of the vertical at the beginning. But then you get into Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is not flat. Like, it's kind of rolly at certain points, so just keep that in mind. Okay, jumping back in. I know I'm missing a lot of questions. Let me just do my best here. Okay, Tommy. I see you, Tommy, but I don't know if I'm going to get it on the screen. Tommy. Are you running right now, Tommy? Multitasking. I bet he is. Okay, Tommy says, how will the Pikes Peak Marathon date change in 2022 change your racing plans? Tommy, it's insanity. First of all, there might be snow up on the mountain, okay, in September on Pikes Peak. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, we can have some serious snow in September. We can have snow in the middle of the summer, but September, October, there can be snow, especially up there in the mountains. So, Tommy, I'm not that excited about it. I'll be real frank with you. I don't know why they're considering it. Okay, here we go. Diving back in. Okay. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, everyone says it sounded good. Yes, I'm live during the Champions League fixtures. Okay, should I show you the edible shoe here in 1 second? And then we'll jump into a few more training questions before wrapping up here on a... and thank you again for just taking time out of your day. Okay. All right, here we go. Awesome. Okay, so... Oh my goodness, they're just coming in hot. All right, I'm sorry. This is not how you do a live stream. There it is. Okay, thank you for being Masij Rupik, for being a member of the channel. What do you think about doing 3-hour long runs to break 3:30 in the marathon in the future? I don't know. Like, a rule of thumb for the marathon is, at least be able to run 20 miles and... run it well and not feel crazy tired. I always say, like, if you can do 3 20-mile long runs in your training block, that's awesome. You should be fine for the marathon. But you got to be careful just be careful going to 3 hours. Now, I don't know what your pace is. So maybe, some people train by distance. Some people train by time. And I don't know your experience. Like, I did a 2.5-hour long run this morning, okay, for 22 miles. But I realized, like, I've been running at a high, very high level for a long time. So I would just tread cautiously. And I just don't know. I would start with if you're uncertain, I would start with 2-hour long runs, okay? And I've made a vlog all about that. You can look it up on the homepage of the channel, okay? Awesome. BC, thanks for tuning in. I see your chat. Mario, I see you throwing down as always. BC. Okay, says gotta go. Thanks for the chat. Keep up the great work. Say hi to True Love for all of us. I will. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just slide that over. All right. Hold your questions for a minute. Oh, man. Okay, Johan, I'll take one more. I have 4 weeks to go towards a marathon. How do I fill the next 2 weeks? More volume, speed, and strength. What to choose? Question, how to balance it? Johan, I don't know how long your training block has been, but I would really start to drop the volume, okay? And again, I don't know where your volume's at. Definitely drop the volume and definitely start, oh yeah, it's speed time. It is speed, turnover. I don't know what kind of workouts you've been used to or what you've been doing. Thanks for Instagram. I haven't forgotten about you. If you want to hop over to YouTube, feel free to do so. So, anyways, Johan, it is time to. It's probably been time to go fast, but I would reduce your volume right now. If you wanted to do one more week at close to your peak volume, that would be okay. Oh, but I usually start a 3-week taper. Okay, that you guys know I like the 3-week taper. Okay, just so you are aware. Okay, here we go. Let me just take this off the screen. Let's clear the screen a little bit. Save your questions. We'll maybe take a few more. And okay, you guys are probably gonna be like, wah, wah, wah. This is not very exciting, what I'm about to show you, but why not? I just couldn't resist. I had to go live with all of you. I couldn't resist not showing you guys and doing this with all of you. Okay, we're back on the vlog, live on Instagram, live on YouTube. I love you all. 250 people watching. So, a lot of items show up at my house. It's all good. It's exciting. It's fun. The gear is fun. But at the end of the day, when unique items show up at the house, that is when I get very excited. When there's some creativity involved, and I'll just put it that way, some creativity involved. So, Pikes Peak Marathon turned out pretty solid. Okay, this is the racing shoe for the Pikes Peak Marathon. Shout out to Solomon. Okay, there it is. The Solomon Pulsar. And some people have asked me if I had to do it again, would I choose the Solomon Pulsar or the Innovate X-Talon G210, which is the shoe I raced in 2020? Yeah, right, 2020. I would go with this guy again, okay? It did great as far as, the grip is decent. It's just the midsole, it was just awesome, okay? Solomon Pulsar, there it is. And so, shout out to someone who's very creative, works hard at their craft, and decided we need a drum roll sound effect. Sound effect here. Someone decided to surprise me with, there it is. Oh my. The Pulsar cake is in the house, in the basement. Are you kidding me? Oh, soak it in. A cake master, we'll just call him a cake master, made a Solomon Pulsar cake. I am going to eat this right now. Can you believe this, everybody? Look at that. Can you see how it says Pulsar on the side? This is we got a little bit of a durometer score issue here on the side. It's a little bright. Hold on. Let me just drop this down a little bit here so you guys can see it better. Let me just drop this down. There we go. Can you see that a little better? So, Solomon Pulsar in for testing. So, isn't that epic? All right, I will give a shout out. The Runner Chef. It's Cake Buds SJC, Cake Buds Bakery. He's a vlog fan. I'll just read it. Timmy. Shout out to Timmy. DeMoor family, this is a small cake that hope you all enjoy. Keep posting your running videos and having a blast. Congrats on your back-to-back Pikes Peak victories. Seth, feel free to do a review. Just be careful with the twist test. Oh, you're getting me going. Isn't that hilarious? So, epic. It says I mean, look at that craftsmanship. Look at that Solomon logo on the side there. I mean, that is just really, really impressive. I think the lockdown is going to be solid. The toe cap is great for kicking roots and rocks. I don't think you're going to feel the roots and rocks too much with this toe cap there. Let's do the heel counter test. Yeah, heel counter test is on point. Again, solid work there. So, isn't that so sweet? Oh man! So this is the edible shoe, and no, okay, someday, you just watch. Companies are gonna make edible shoes, and it's like 20. In the year like 2200, we're gonna be eating our shoes. Okay, I saw a super chat come in. Here we go. Edible shoes. No, even if it is a cake, sticking with Bobo bars. That is awesome. So there it is, the Solomon Pulsar in for testing again. Oh, so good. It's tempting to open it up, right? Should I cut into it? It looks so good. All right, you guys let me know. Do I open the shoe? Oh, I don't want to. It's like I almost want to preserve it forever and ever and ever. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. You guys see that? Isn't that that's pretty good? I gotta say, we got a little droop in here in the midsole, so we might have to replace them soon. But do I eat it now or do I save it? Maybe I save it. I don't know what to do. You guys let me know in the chat. Yes, Robert, we're going for the 50-mile full review. 100%. 100%. Okay, perfect score. 10 out of 10, says Ian. Open up the shoe, says Jeanette. Uh-oh. Max Machine is here. Thanks for tuning in. So, onward and upward. Farhan, I like that. Keep it for 1 year and then eat it. I don't know. Will it preserve? I guess if you freeze it. You have to eat it, says Frank. Oh, I know. But it looks so awesome. It's just like craftsmanship. F4. Oh, I don't know what to do. Cut it up. It's a divided eat, leave it. Cut into it now. Cut it up. Oh, man. I don't know what to do. Put it in a trophy case. I know. Cut it. Okay. It even says, wow. It even says Matrix. That's the name of the upper that Solomon uses. It even says Matrix right there. How amazing is that? I mean, it's just amazing. Yes, we do. I don't know what to do. Family eating contest. Okay. I gotta save it for the boys. It just doesn't feel right cutting into it. I'm like down here in my basement all alone. It's like the boys are napping upstairs. The other boys are at school. It just doesn't feel right. I can't cut open. Okay, come back. I don't know when. I'm not going to eat it now. I can't do it. I got to wait for the family. The boys are going to love this. The big boys, they're at school right now. They haven't seen it. I'm going to wait. I've decided I'm going to wait. I can't do it on my own. It's like eating cake in a basement all alone. Like, what fun is that? That's no fun. I guess you're here. You're here. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we'll take 2 more questions, maybe 3, and then we got to close this up. No, I can't eat it now. I can't. PR a mountain and then get a cake. Yes, indeed, Ryan. Oh, keep it for the family. That's right, George. Cut open when you're PR New York. That's right. I can't do it. It deserves to be eaten, says Christopher. Does it have a carbon plate? We're going to find out. I think what we'll do, you know what we'll do? We'll go live with the family. That'll be better. We'll go live with the family, the entire family, and we'll cut it open live with everybody. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, a couple more questions, and then I got to go. Ian, let's see. Ian, I see you there. Alpha Fly for Boston as a tune-up. Next %2 for New York goal race. Thoughts? I mean, yeah, so you're doing back-to-back, aren't you, Ian? Whew, so it's a month in between. I mean, yeah. That's both fun options. Both are fun options. I am not going to race anymore in the Alpha Fly, just so you know. It's a little too much shoe for me and frankly my gait cycle. So I think we lost Instagram. Sorry. Instagram, I'm back. I might be back. Okay, a couple more here. Here we go. Do I have a take? I mean, Johan, I do have a take. And I think you got to play. So, for those that don't know, the Vienna Marathon was this past weekend, and first place was DQ'd, disqualified because he had the Prime X on, which is 50 millimeter stack height. Johan, I do think you got to play in the rules, and I think it's too much. At the end of the day, I think 50 millimeter. Frankly, I'm glad World Athletics put a limit, 40 millimeters on stack heights. I think companies, I think it's good to have parameters. That's just my take. For citizen, anyway, that's my take, Johan. So, good question. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to find as many as possible. One more maybe. Sorry, there you go. Johan, there we go. Johan. Thank you, Tisha, for tuning in. Scott, RC Elite 2 for long run training, okay? It's okay. Yeah. I try to lean away from carbon fiber plates for long runs. I'd rather just not have a plate under my foot. It's just a little too stiff and rigid. I'd rather use my foot strength to get me through a long run, Scott. But no. I mean, it's, the RC Elite 2 is a little soft for my liking as well. Sorry, I'm just stopping this. Okay. I think that's it. I gotta go. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in once again on a Tuesday. Keep turning that doorknob. We could go on all day. You guys know that, but we'll keep going live here in the studio. Oh, sorry I didn't get maybe to all the questions over on Discord. Let me just see. Okay, we'll take one more. H-Town Q, what is your approach to determine your distance for your weekly long run? I mean, a pretty awesome, a pretty standard rule of thumb is the 20% rule, H-Town Q. But I realize, it's hard. I realize you have to bend the rules a little bit when you can't run 80 miles a week, because people have to, you're living life. I get it. But a rule of thumb is that 20% of your weekly volume. Okay, there we go. And thank you all for the comments on your on the cake. Okay. Oh, what was I saw a super sticker come in from Keith. Thank you, Keith. Oh my goodness, you caught me, Keith, at the last second here. Keith, where you at? There he is. Okay, could you compare the DV8 Nitro Elite plated to the Rebel V2? Read somewhere they are similar, and I really like the Rebel V2. Yes, Keith, both very, very soft midsoles. The DV8 Nitro Elite is a little too soft for my liking for racing, and frankly for threshold days, and frankly probably even for tempo days. It's just a little soft. Now, the Rebel V2, I'm trying to remember. I love the Rebel V2. And the Rebel V2 was falling definitely into that classic tempo day category for me when I was training for it. But back to the comment from Scott, I don't love training in a plated shoe all the time. And so the DV8 Nitro Elite plated, it's just the combination of the plate and then the midsole is just really soft. Now, if you really like a softer landing, boom. Both of those are great options. But yeah, no, Rebel V2 was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, it's interesting. It's all very interesting. I personally would not race in the RC Elite 2. It's just a little too soft, that durometer, okay? The thumb test into the midsole. It's just I need a little more. Now, I am struggling right now a little bit with the ASICS Metaspeed Edge. At this point, I don't think it's a marathon shoe. I think it's definitely a half marathon and maybe even just a 10-miler shoe. It's just a little too rigid, and not quite enough. I did 22 miles this morning in the ASICS Metaspeed Edge, and my legs were feeling it a little bit by the end, just so you are aware. Okay, now I gotta go. All right, 5 a.m. See you tomorrow. Onward and upward. Keep buttering the bread. All right, seek beauty. Work hard and love each other. Thank you, Instagram, for being here. See you tomorrow.